Hello everybody, this is my second video today. I feel pretty good about that considering I deleted so many in the last, I guess, 30 days. I want to talk about, like, with life happens, you know, stuff happens that are unexpected, that are not good. Stuff happens that are unexpected that is good, and you've got to step away sometimes from the business, which is the great thing about doing eBay. I mean, that is the most awesome, I can say after all what I've been through, the most awesome thing about eBay. As you know, my dad passed away March 30th. He came home from the hospital March the 9th with hospice, and we took turns. We were supposed to take turns being with him. As it turns out, sometimes we took turns. I mean, there's definitely times I went down when nobody else was there, but we just, the four of us knew. I got three siblings. We just kind of knew, I knew that we just need to spend as much time with him as we could. So we were all there, pretty much a lot. And that happened, you know. Not only did that happen, but after the funeral, it's taken me some time to get myself back together, and I'm still not together. It's going to take some time for that, longer, but to the point where I can function enough to ship on eBay. Not everybody's going to have this experience. You know, I was a daddy's girl. I've got a close-knit family, and it's just been difficult on me. And some people are going to be able to do this and walk away and get right back to life. And as I've said before, this is a new normal for me. Pick up the phone to call my dad daily. It's not going to happen anymore. And you don't know how many times I've done that. But what do you do? What have you done? Is what you've done worked? If it's worked, please say something below in the comments, because I put my store on hold. I mean, I did a dead stop on everything, every platform, when he came home from the hospital, because we just didn't know. There were no sales, none, as it should have been, because I was not in a position to fulfill those orders. After I knew, or had a feeling of how things would go, I changed over to the 15 days of, you know, I won't fill it for 15 days. And I didn't mention this, another one, I also put my ship time at five days. I switched to that. And then when Dad passed, I took off the hold and kept the 5-day ship time, because I knew that I would be back in my area in time to take care of that. So what do you do? What have you done? Do you have a plan for how to handle that? I mean, I had talked about it before this happened, because we, you know, since Thanksgiving, actually in October, I kind of knew. I'd hoped it wouldn't happen, but it, you know, you just know. And thank God I had that intuition and spent the time with him that I did. But what do you do? How do you handle that? Sorry, I just had breakfast, late breakfast. I'm still at a loss as to, I don't trust anybody with my merchandise to ship for me. Not at this point, and my gut is saying if I don't trust them now, I don't know that I would ever trust anybody to do it. I mean, I even say my boyfriend or my roommate, whom I trust explicitly, there's just a lot involved with eBay. And I'm not there with my inventory. When I first started this, I said that in order for this to work for me, and I still fervently believe this, is that in order for it to work for me, having a full-time job, I've got to be able to walk into my storage unit, know exactly where these items are, pull them, put them into my bag that I'm carrying with me, take them with me. I can't do what I did last night. And what I did last night, looking for a shirt, was checked every single bag because I did not have a label attached to it in my item code attached to it in my SKU. And it's something I had done recently. I found I've got to get it straight. So anyway, but even if it had been straight, what do you do when you need to shut your store down because you lose a parent, you lose a child, you lose, I mean, we don't like to think about those things, but those are systems. Those are systems that have to be put in place. So I just want to throw that out there to see what it is that you have in place. Now, I know that there's Amy at the Hustle Couple is here in DC, and I would love to see her, but I'm in no shape or form prepared for that emotionally because I know what she's going through. She's with her grandmother. They're taking turns, or each taking a week to stay with her grandma, and hopefully her grandma comes out of this. Hopefully that's exactly what will happen. But she's got Dan, she's got someone at home that is still doing the orders. You know, when I was in Roanoke, that first week that I went down, I was like, okay, I can take pictures and I can at least list. I had every intent of doing that. But in my situation, and I can't imagine that I would be any different from anybody else. In my situation, my dad was very alert, awake, and with me. And I want to spend every single second with him. So that intent to go ahead and just list while I'm there didn't materialize because my dad took priority over that. And I'm fine with that. Totally fine. Do it all over again is exactly what I would do. So those systems have to be there. And I'm just wondering what you do. Have you thought about it? Is it something that you've got a system in place because you've went through it? Just please let me know below. I really would like to know. I don't like to think it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. And there's nothing that we can do about it. And you know, it may not be the death of a loved one. It could be a disability. You know, you could get your leg broke or your arms broke or something like that. Something physically could happen. I mean, I've got an autoimmune disease, and I'm all very well aware of what can happen to me at any given moment, based off the disease that I have. So, I mean, it could be anything that happens. It could be a natural disaster that happens in your area. And you may be the type like my boyfriend that's just like, I'll worry about it when it happens. And that's fine too. We are all different. I'm not that type, and I can't believe that I'm not the only one out there like this. I've got to have plan B and plan C and notes strung out all along the way. So just curious as to what you would do. So anyway, I'm at Home Depot. I got to run in here and grab some stuff for work, and I need a ladder for my storage unit. So I'm going to grab that while I'm in here too. See? A great way to maximize your tax benefits. If I hadn't needed the ladder, I probably would have picked something else up. You know, what do you always need? Tape. You always need bubble wrap. So I would have picked something else up to be able to write this trip off. I mean, it's only a mile from work, but still, it's a mile from work. I had to come for work. I don't get to write that off. So I just need to jump in here. My phone died. I just want to know if anybody has a plan. Has this happened to them before? What did they do? If you just leave that in the comments below, that would be great. And I appreciate you listening. Bye-bye.